Hi guys, welcome back to a new Boom Beach video. Today I'm gonna be using 16 mechs. Now I really want to make this video again once my mechs are maxed out, but as of now I think they're only level 2. I'm upgrading them currently to level 3, but I really just want to see them in action in mass quantities. Now I haven't done any mech attacks really since the update came out. You know, I think at a low level they're a little bit weak. And also when you only have one in a boat, they also seem pretty weak. But if you have maxed out landing crabs, you can get 2 in a boat, which is absolutely insane. So here's the stats. They don't have that much HP. They don't deal that much damage per second. We can compare it to a Scorcher. Both of those stats are, both of the Scorcher stats are higher. So what is it about the mechs that makes them so good? They also have a movement speed of slow. You know what? I don't really know why they are what they are, but we're going to be using them, and we're going to be boosting up Gumbo energy and also health just to give them a little bit more HP. The Gumbo energy, of course, is to land your troops, and anytime I clear my map, I also just boost up my 2 resource reward statues. Honestly, 2 statues has been such a magic number for me when I use... We're also going to grab bullet here, but 2 statues, 2 resource reward statues have been such a good number for me. I'm able to boost up both of them, clear my map, and get one of my expensive upgrades done. But I only clear my map maybe every couple days. So this is why I boosted up my Gumbo energy. It's so we could see mass quantities of mechs. They look so cool. Like honestly, I said this when the update dropped. By far one of the coolest troops I've seen come out. They just, you have 16 of them. Look at this. This is insane. There's so many. Okay. We're also going to be dropping a shock on the Simo, and we're going to be watching that Doom Cannon. If the Doom Cannon switched directions, so we're going to keep that shocked. So the Simo should fire at my hero, but for some reason, yeah, okay, so retargeting to a mech, we don't want that happening. Honestly, I feel like mass quantities of mechs like this is gonna make a really big difference. I did try them out when I had 8 of them. So when all my landing crabs were level 23, when I could only hold 1 in a boat, and they just weren't that good. And I said in that video, like, these mechs aren't going to be that good unless you can get 2 in a boat, and I'm already seeing such a huge difference. Before, you can't really, at my level, I couldn't really use mechs against players, like all mechs against players, but now that I've maxed out mechs, not maxed out mechs, now that I have maxed out landing crabs, I'm able to drop down 16 of them. It makes a huge difference. So wow, that first base, absolutely dominated. Here's the deal. We could gym up my mechs once again and get them to level 3. Every time I end up gymming up my armory upgrade when there's like 10 hours left or something. It's a little too much for me right now. 100 diamonds is about $1. Of course, I would be using code Cosmic, and you guys should be using a code Cosmic as well. I was seeing if my code Cosmic hat was in here. We have code Cosmic March, mainly just for Jimmy and I, but we thought it'd be fun just to release it. So, yeah, mechs aren't that special. Scorchers are really good as well, and I'm trying to decide which one I like more. You know, once you get maxed out mechs, I think it will make even a bigger difference. My mechs are only level 2, and I'm pretty sure they go up to 8 or 10 levels, which means my mechs are just gonna dominate. If my mechs are dominating at level 2, that's insane. It's like using level 1 Scorchers at this level, or level 2 Scorchers at this level. It's like, yeah, they're strong, but like, they're not that strong. Of course, I haven't used 16 level 2 Scorchers. I'm sure I would still dominate, but I'm very surprised so far at how well the mechs are doing against player bases. We have incinerators as well, and I don't know if it's worth it. My mechs are doing fine. Incinerators take more Gumbo energy to land. A lot more Gumbo energy to land. I'm talking about like 50 more Gumbo energy to land 16 of them. than Mechs. So it's really nice. I'm really liking the Mechs, and I can't stop fanboying about them. So this is our first base against a player who has a grappler, and the way I'm gonna do this was not expecting my hero to get taken that soon. It's okay though. We're kind of gonna play it out. We're gonna drop a shock on the shock launcher. We're gonna let my mechs get taken. I'm really trying out something here. And we're gonna see, okay, you know what? We're actually gonna shock the grappler. I was trying to use it to get troops on or in the backfield, but it didn't end up working. It does work with Scorchers because I think it's because Scorchers have a higher amount of HP, but I really don't want to risk it. I've already lost so many mechs, and the less mechs you have, the worse, because that means you're going to deal way less damage at greater quantities. And I'm going to fizzle out here. We're actually going to retreat and not try a base that has a grappler. So honestly, grapplers are the thing that would hurt mechs the most, I feel like. Doom cannons as well. So I guess if your mechs are getting killed or taken, my main issue was my hero got taken. If your hero dies, you're in a very rough spot. So we're going to grab the magma shards. I do not want to attack this guy. That is such an easy warrior base later on. But here we go. Here's a player who doesn't have any bad statues. I also really want to try bringing smoky mechs sometime in the future. I can't do that right now because I don't have enough combo energy, but I'm slowly trying to get rid of my damage statues, and I'm slowly going to be working in some gumbo energy statues. So once I get a few more of those, I will be able to do some sort of smoky meta. I don't really know how that will play out because, of course, I would have very little gumbo energy by the time I get behind the core. I have 2 gumbo energy now, and if I'm assuming I would need at least 3 gumbo energy statues, which I think is a good number to have. Or 3 gumbo energy guardians even, which is, it's a good number to have. I would say that's probably what I would shoot for if I have 11 statue spots. So we're just waiting for that. We're gonna keep going through our dark crystals. I have so many shards and crystals. It's insane. I meant to say I'm gonna keep going through my shards, not my crystals. Crystals are for masterpieces. But here we go. The player is going to be taken down very, very fast. Wow. What a hit. I'm actually gonna drop a smoke because I don't want to lose any here. Okay, perfect. So that was a great base, and we didn't lose any troops. It was a level 69, and we survived, and we didn't lose any troops. I'm telling you, mechs are a secret meta right now. You know, not something I would bring to warships because, or not something I would use in warships if mechs did come out in warships in the following seasons, because they just move so slow. They don't really deal that much damage. They do deal damage, but I'd prefer just to stay with Bombardiers. Bombardiers is where the meta is at. How are we looking? So there's a Simo and there's a Doom Cannon behind the core. So I think I'll just keep my hero alive. We're gonna drop a shock on the Doom Cannon. I don't want that coming back and biting me. I really just want a couple of my troops to walk over that way and take it down. Perfect. One is, we're gonna get critters down to help distract. You know, I don't know if one mech could take down a Doom Cannon or a Boom Cannon, but I would assume not. I would assume the Boom Cannon would be able to finish off the mech pretty fast. So here's a Doom Cannon coming into play right now. We're gonna drop a shock on it because I think it's one-shotting my troops so bad, and I actually missed the shock. It's okay. So far it's only focused on my hero, and the hero will truncate damage after a certain point. Does anyone remember when the Doom Cannon first came out and it was so bad? It was so bad because it targeted a single troop. It didn't deal splash damage, and now ever since it's dealt splash, it's been so much better. But Yeah, I don't think a lot of people used it. It's always been the Shock Blaster, Shock Blaster, Shock Blaster. Shock Blaster is definitely good, and I think it would counter Mechs pretty well. And a lot of top players have the Shock Blaster down. So here we go. We're actually gonna refrain from dropping one boat just to get some critters down to take down some of the shock mines, because, you know, I don't want my Mechs getting stuck up, or even my hero. If my hero gets stuck on the line or something, that would be really bad. So I activated my hero instead of dropping my last boat of Mechs. I'm just gonna wait it out and see if I want to drop the last boat. Let's do it. And then I should have to save up for another hero boost, another energy drink. So we'll start saving up for that. We do have enough for a shock. I'm gonna drop a shock on the shock launcher instead. And now we can activate our hero again. Mainly I want to avoid the boom cannons in the back. And if my hero gets on the front lines, I should be able to do that. Even though boom cannons don't seem to be doing that much to Mechs, it's over time. I'm gonna have to burn the shield or flare to it. You know what? We're actually just gonna flare to it. I'm gonna drop a shock. I missed the shock again, so we're gonna drop 2 shocks. Now my Mechs will focus on the defenses. Perfect. Look at this. 16 Mechs is insane. They're so good. This is crazy. They're dealing so much damage. Wow. Okay, but that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed me trying out the Mechs at the highest quantity you can possibly get them. 16 level 2 Mechs. I can't wait until I max them out. They're absolutely gonna be insane. But as soon as I do, of course, I'll be making a video on it. And I'm kind of ignoring all other armory upgrades, including like my barrages, artillery, my medkits, my smoke. I'm ignoring all of those because I just want maxed out Mechs. And as soon as I get them, of course, I will be making a video on them. But I hope you enjoyed. Please drop a like if you did, and I'll talk to you guys in the next Boom Beach video. Bye.